Howdy, team. Happy Thursday. It is still Thursday. It's just barely Thursday. I wanted to record my video out by my smoker while I was smoking pig for us all to relish in on Sunday. But it's really cold outside, and so I'm going to wait and do that tomorrow. But I wanted to go ahead and get this video out to y'all because it's Thursday, and that's what we do. I'm excited about Sunday. I'm excited about Bacon Sunday. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited about hanging out. It has been a humdinger of the week around here, and just looking forward to hanging out with y'all and just rejoicing in our King. But it should be a fun week. I'm glad y'all are in this journey with me. It is Bacon Sunday. If you didn't get that memo, I am smoking a truckload of bacon for us. Every student's going to get at least one piece of bacon Sunday morning. If you didn't get this memo last week because y'all are my people, y'all get a double portion, so you get at least 2 pieces of bacon. I suspect there will be more than enough for people to have, more than 1 or 2 slices, but we'll see what happens. There'll be a bunch of bacon on Sunday. It's only appropriate as we celebrate the gospel. We celebrate the gifts of the gospel, which would include bacon. I'm trying to come up with an alternative because I know not everybody likes bacon, and that's okay. I might bring some chocolate. I might even, shrimp is also something that we get to eat that they used to not get to eat. Maybe we'll do some shrimp too. If you got any good suggestions for me, I'm all ears. I'm fresh out of kangaroo meat, sorry. But getting into the lesson, I think the intro questions they give us are really, really fun. Like, what do they like to eat best with bacon? What's their favorite non-bacon, bacon-favored food? That's really good. But I think this is a great opportunity for us to introduce our students to the 6 Degrees to Kevin Bacon game. I'm just kind of curious, for starters, if they even really know who Kevin Bacon is. Most of us have seen any number of movies in. He has been the headliner of about 61 movies, but he's been in countless other TV shows and movies. And so 6 Degrees to Kevin Bacon's a lot of fun. So introduce them to that concept. If you don't know what that is, do a quick Google of it. It's a really, really fun game. You can have a good time with that on Sunday morning. But anyway, there's some good intro questions that you can use to get the ball rolling for Sunday morning. The lesson gives you a big emphasis on the book of Acts from chapter 10, which is correct. And then they give you several other minor verses. I say minor, no verses minor. You know what I mean when I say it, at least I hope you do. Let me encourage you, really just focus on the Acts passage. There's other stuff that we can get into, and we should, but really focus on the Acts passage when you're teaching the students this week. In fact, let me encourage you, if you don't read the entire thing out together, tell the story really, really well to the students, because this is a passage they need to understand, because it really just opens up this whole bacon issue really, really clearly. And what I hope you see as you're studying it between now and Sunday, and I hope what you're able to make clear to the students on Sunday, is the bacon thing and the other dietary laws and a handful of the other portions of law, it's really always been about people. Always. See, when you see, when they're telling the story of Peter and Cornelius, Peter, this very, very faithful Jew, he makes this statement. And I want you to see the exact word he uses. He said, "Lord, I have never partaken of anything that's common." And they use that word common interchangeably with the word unholy. And they reference that to not only things, but to people too. No, those are common people. I don't have anything to do with them, Lord. And that's exactly the mindset that God was trying to break in Peter. And it wasn't just Peter. It was the Jews across the board. And that had been true for hundreds and hundreds of years, basically all the way since back in Egypt. Really remarkable, just, if we're honest, it was just straight up racism that was going on. But a lot of other things going on too. But you see how God gives Peter this vision. And he doesn't give him a lot of explanation with the vision, but he gets this vision. And Peter, as he's thinking through this and as God is opening up, Peter on his own, you notice the switch in Acts chapter 10. Peter goes from talking about food to talking about people, and he makes the statement specifically, "I see now that nobody is uncommon. See, we went from talking about food to talking about people. People has always been the point. And here's what our students need to understand, and this is really good news for all of us. See, the truth is that we were all unclean. There's not common and uncommon people. There's not, awesome people and lousy people. There are just lousy people, and all of us need saving. All of us need to be made clean by our Savior, and it's by His grace that that happens. It was by God's grace that the Lord chose Israel to reveal Himself to the world, and all of us by default who just by our very nature tend to look down on other people who are different than us for any number of reasons. God used this simple thing, this really awesome simple thing, bacon, and the dietary laws and so on to show that really there's nobody that's outside the reach of God. There's nobody that is more holy or unholy than the other. It's the work of Jesus and the freedom that He's given us that makes us acceptable to Him. And so we get to partake of lots and lots of food, but more importantly, we get to have relationships with lots of different kinds of people. And that's ultimately what matters. And so read the passage, study the passage, tell the passage, and rejoice over what God has revealed to us. Because He loves us all, and He wants us to love bacon too. Guys, I love y'all. I'll see you later. Happy Thursday.